Live from the Faces of Boxing Podcast TV, we got none other than Floyd Schofield Sr. What's going down, Senior?
What's up? It's Floyd Schofield the fourth also.
Okay, say that. Yeah, say that, man. As a matter of fact, happy belated Father's Day. I know you got the
Thank,
legacy over there.
thank you.
How was your Father's Day?
Oh, it was good. I can't complain. I can't complain at all. How was your Father's Day?
Everything was beautiful, man. Welcome, when we welcome your new addition to your family.
Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you. Thank
that's
you.
legacy. So we here, man. We gonna jump right into it. I know we couldn't get little Floyd and Floyd Jr. on the line, but we just appreciate y'all time first and foremost. And we just would like to say, man, we always root for the underdogs, and we always root for them true champions. And Floyd Schofield Jr., he's a true champion, man. So how is it like in his camp right now?
Oh, everything is good in this camp. We enjoyed it. Camp is over. We're about to get ready for the fight this week. So everything is good.
Yeah, because last time, just to recap with the Shakur situation, that was a whole fiasco with everything that went on and happened behind the scenes. And I believed you, man. Like, just from me listening to you, I actually heard you and I was like, man, I actually believe the pops on what he's saying. A lot of sabotage that's going on. I took your word for it.
And nobody really had to take the word. The proof is out there. It's doctor records, it's everything else, it's police records. It ain't like somebody got to believe me. All they got to do is look for itself. I mean, with the Shakur thing, Floyd got poisoned. They tried to kill my boy, and it is what it is. It is what it is. The toxicology reports show it. The lawyers will show it. Everything else that has to play out. But we on to the next one. Go fight and get our world title. But some people were just scared, and they made their move how they had to make their move, and I don't blame them. It is what it is.
Man, and with you being a pops and a head coach, that's a lot of pressure on just one person. I mean, dealing with everything that happened over there in Saudi Arabia, how did you personally deal with it? Was you like, man, I can't stay in the business of boxing? Or was you like, man, this is what comes with the territory? How did you take it being a head coach?
I'm from the streets. I mean, nobody gave this to us. I raised myself. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, from the hood. So I'm used to motherfuckers trying to assassinate motherfuckers. It's nothing. It is what it is. It just showed me that on boxing they have other levels. Other levels of trying to hit motherfuckers. But it is what it is. You learn. You learn and you make the changes where people can't get to your child like that no more.
So I got a question for you, Big Floyd, man. So what made you get into the sport of boxing and bring it and something so precious to you? What made you introduce to such a sport?
Um, It's my dad. My dad was a boxer. Floyd is a third generation boxer. My dad said I couldn't be focused enough to be a boxer, so he taught me to be a coach. So it always been in our bloodline. Hold on, I'm dropping a baby on this side with Floyd, so I could talk to y'all without the baby interrupting.
Baby Floyd.
Yeah, yeah,
For generation to come.
yeah. Kid got pink eye, so he trying to lay up. He ain't trying. So yeah, that's what got us into boxing. My father.
Okay. Yeah, I've been following you guys for a while. One thing I noticed about your program that you run, man, you definitely stay on strength and conditioning, and y'all already always stay ready for any fight that come up. So one thing I can say, man, if a guy ain't looking to go long, he might as well not come at all messing with y'all.
Yeah, that's yeah. We training now to go the whole 12 round. It's a 12-round fight. And them people coming in there to try to kill you. They trying to kill my boy when they step in that ring. So we see it, it ain't a sport, straight warfare. It's gladiators. And Floyd been designed for this since he was 2. He never went to school. He was always homeschool boxing. He been as an amateur since 8. So people judge what they think they know about Floyd, but Floyd been doing it his whole life. Boxing is in his blood, and none of these guys now is gonna do anything to him. He got all of them ready for their fights. He got the Shakur ready for his championship fights. Got Devin ready for his fights. Robert Easton Jr. ready for his fights. Adrian Broner, Tank Davis, 2 camps. Like he get the champions ready for their fights. That's why the champions is moving. That's why Tank retiring. That's why Devin ran up 2 divisions. I said it like 2 years ago. Well, 3 years ago what's gonna happen. because I seen him in the gym with these champions as a kid, dealing with them, getting them prepared. Like Devin was getting ready for Gamboa and broke his hand trying to fight Kid. Kid was on his ass, dropped it. So like things like, and it's all online. It ain't like it's not facts. I've been saying Kid is the greatest boxer of all time. Not one of these champions came out and said I'm lying. Not one, from Tank to none of them. And all of them been in the gym with him. So it's just now this kid's time for people to see who he is. He been in the ring with Mason, and I had to tell him to do defense with Mason. You hitting him too hard because Mason couldn't get shots. And this was what, 2 years ago. This ain't no long time. So none of these guys are a threat for Kid. Not one of them. Jojo Diaz, he beating him up. They pay us, tell us you can't go hurt the champ like that. Um, Robert Easter Jr., if you hit me that hard again, I'm going to get a gun. Floyd Mayweather Sr., oh man, you hit like a midweight, 170 pounds when he was training Floyd. Kenny Porter, when we was in Sean Porter camp getting him ready for Crawford. And Kid is their sparring partners. It ain't like he just in camp. He's their sparring partners getting them ready for these big fights as a kid. So, so people can say what they want. Kid is ready, and these champions know that, and they trying to move out the way because they know the storm that's coming.
So basically, go ahead. Not go ahead. So basically, y'all been the journeyman that's been preparing a lot of great fighters that's had their careers take off, and now it's y'all time to shine. And so what I want to get into is you got a pretty game opponent here with this Tevin Farmer fight. So what has been y'all your approach to getting prepared? And I know you stay prepared, but what do you see different about this fight going into it?
Nothing. Nothing. Our duty is to go in there and lay him out and put him in a hospital. That's our duty. I mean, he's just another opponent. Any man that throw a punch at your head could kill you. So to us, he's the same thing like any other opponent. Our duty is to go in there and try to kill him. I mean, that's how we see fighting. It's war in there. So Tevin, once he signed that contract, I hope he got his will ready because Kid is going in there to play for keeps. He worked his whole life for this. So Tevin is just like anybody else that's gonna step in that ring with us. We got family members we got to rescue out the hood. This is real to us. This is like breaking generational curses. So to us, they just standing in the way, and it's our duty to hurt them and move on to the next one.
So with that being said, would you say y'all are kind of looking past him as like he's not a problem, not a threat inside the ring, or is everything a threat inside the ring?
Every man is a threat in the ring, but the greatest take risks. They don't care about a loss. They learn from their experience. They study the tapes after if they lose or if they win. They get better. I mean, because Tevin is just Tevin. He ain't no Tank. We gonna be married after we get past him. We gotta fight Tank, which is a more challenging opponent. So, or either the winner of Tank and Roach. So, and it don't get no easier. After him, then we gotta fight somebody else tougher. So, Kid is only 22. He still got like 12, 15 years left of boxing. So it's gonna be a lot of good matches. Tevin is just a step up in the right direction.
Yeah, because right now, Tevin Farmer, he has the name. So if Floyd can dethrone Tevin, then that's going to put Floyd on a higher level as far as his skill set. Because a lot of people waiting to see what Floyd going to do because they wrote him off in his last fight when he got dropped. Everybody wrote him off, and I'm like, man, some of the greatest get dropped. I mean, the greatest of all time have been dropped and got back up and still finished that fight. So compliments to Lil Floyd because he got up and he still handled business. But to the boxing world, man, these new casual fans, they gonna say, man, he got dropped. Tevin Farmer gonna go in there and watch him. He's the more gang or veteran opponent. But in these situations, I would say you prepare for a guy like Tevin by having great sparring. So I heard that you brought our young boy, my bro, Elijah Pearson, into the camp, man. How was that working with Elijah Pierce this time around?
Oh, Elijah's cool. I know Elijah since he was a kid. I've been in there training with Elijah since he was a little boy. So once we got the fight, I already knew who I was gonna bring in who fight like Farmer. Farmer ain't a threat for us, y'all. But they could say whatever they want about Farmer experience or whatever. Farmer ain't a threat for us. We gotta knock Farmer out. I mean, I don't even get where people even think a dude with 9 punches and 40 fights is gonna be able to deal with Kid in his power. Like people is delusional. Like they say, oh, he got skill. What, he not gonna get hit? Because Kid is gonna hit him. And when he hit him, what happens then? What, he gonna run and try to grab? man. I hope people don't bet on Farmer like that. They're gonna be some mad people.
I was just about to say that. What's your prediction on the knockout? You got it.
We
What
gotta
round?
knock him out. We're not
Huh?
going for the round. We're gonna make them quit. We know his wife gonna be there. She not gonna watch all that punishment he gonna take. Our thing is to beat him up round after round. They're gonna stop that fight if he don't get knocked out. He gonna take too much punishment. And that's the whole goal. He's 34 years old. He think he gonna keep up with a 22-year-old with power, movement, switch stance fighter, that athletic. We not there. We see the guy Zapata he fought.
Yeah.
Zapata is one dimensional. He just walk in, pressure, pressure, pressure. Kid is way better than that. Like people judging like because he lasted with Zapata. Really like Zapata is a threat. Who's Zapata for it? Like these people really delusional in their journeys. Tevin is no threat for us. We want the either Zapata or Shakur, whoever win that fight, they no threat for us. We want the Mason since he's gonna have that belt next. He's no threat. We're gonna be undisputed, and then we're gonna move up to 140 and become undisputed. We've been in the ring with all these guys. Every single one of them that they say is a threat, and every single one of them would tell them that kid put his hands on them and whip their behind. Every single one of them would say that if they wanted to be for real. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I think in this case, it's a big card, so there's a lot of pressure when you go into a main event, especially dealing with Jake Paul and everything surrounding that event. There's a lot of stars, celebrities. It's a lot, so you got to be focused, and anything can happen in that ring, as we know. But you got to stay laser sharp. I know y'all not gonna get away the game plan, but what's this? Some things that you would tell him going into a fight like this? It's gonna be on Netflix. Am I correct? Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on the zone.
Oh, the
It's on
zone.
the zone, and I don't know if the zone and Netflix is sharing it, but
Oh,
yeah, it's on the zone. Always the same game plan. Break his face. This nigga, yo, the thing is, kid is different. Kid, we go in there boxing. We ain't in there boxing. We didn't get out the hood from homelessness from just regular. The whole goal is these people feel punches, break their face, break their jaw, break their nose, hurt them. That's the goal. We not in there trying to play pity pat. He could win. Tevin Farmer could win every motherfucking round. When we catch him, we gonna catch him. And I guarantee you, kid is gonna break everything he need to break in him and stop that boy. So it is what it is. Kid is a whole different being. After they poisoned that boy, he ain't the same. He ain't no little boy. He ain't kid no more. Once somebody try to poison you and they take $1 million out of your pocket and you laying up in a hospital 2 days from ICU to the next thing, that lot go through your mind then, and it ain't a game no more. So I feel sorry for Tevin. And Tevin is our tune-up. We didn't even get a tune-up. We went straight to a two-division world champ. Nobody does that but us. So who else go to, they say whatever they want to say to a two-time world champion from the tune-up. We didn't fight since November. We could have got an easy fight. These dudes is
yeah,
bugging. We're
because
gonna fuck Tevin up.
right now he is the mandatory for Tank, and like you said, Tank he's still got to decide whether he gonna fight Roach or not, and that's all a part of the business. You know how dudes do; they're not really necessarily ducking, but the out with the old, in with the new. So I don't see Tank taking the Floyd Schofield fight because what is it? High risk, low reward.
I said it 2 years ago. Tank said out of his own mouth, I am not fighting Floyd Schofield. I would never fight that kid because he sat there and watched kids spar. Kid was getting everybody ready for their thing. And Tank wouldn't even get in the ring. So I know from being there, like real facts. Like, yo, he know what Floyd is. He know Floyd ain't going nowhere, and he know Floyd is ready to bang whatever. So he said it out his own mouth, and then his coach did an interview and said, Tank retirement, but we not running from the Schofields. But I said it 2 years ago, when we get up there, they gonna retire. Because I know you see what when you know. If you from the streets, you know when if a dude could deal with your dude. When they in the ring, when they fighting, just the aura, and you can see when like a mutt cower down, when a real dog come in the building. So these guys could talk all they want, but they know when he walk in that fucking building who's real and who's not real, and they know kid will put it on their ass. And ask every last one of them what happened to when they got in that ring. Every single one from every champion. So it's
So
like,
basically, y'all outwork everything in the gym because that's what I've been watching since I've been following you. Y'all basically outwork everything. Like you said, your son got punching power, so and he a dog in the ring. and he got the mindset of a killer. So,
No,
given that
he,
being said, nobody wants to see him. That's
he
basically what
know
I.
all five. No, he know all five styles of boxing. He's a student of boxing. Since 8, he was sat down, and every day when people in school, he was taught the 5 styles. He was taught, okay, and studying the fighters. And every style got a counter style. Every style got a certain defense. He's a real student of the game, like a Mayweather, like this. His goal is to compete with the Sugar Ray Robinsons, the people who had 200 fights and shit like that. He don't care about this new age stuff because he wasn't programmed with that. He was programmed watching Sugar Ray Robinson, watching Willie Pep, watching Hagler, Hearns. So he's an old school fighter. So with these new school fighters, they used to Mayweather. They used to they used to 50 fights. They're not used to somebody having 150 loss. So they're not used to that. So kid he's right. He's ready to destroy anything. And he know how to destroy it. That's the thing. He know how to break the rib. He know the targets to hit. So all these guys could talk all they want, but they know. Ask them for real about Kid in that ring. And if they want to be honest, they'll tell you that boy ain't no joke. That boy ain't no joke. He's knocking everything out. Everything out. From Devin to all of them. He's knocking everything out. And they know that's real. That ain't talking shit.
Yeah,
That's from seeing them in the ring with them.
Yeah, because I hear a lot of comparisons. They compare him a lot to Sean Porter, and that's like the dude they say because he fierce. He like a little dog in the ring. So I always look at him. I don't think he's compared to Sean Porter in my eyes. He
At
still has
all.
more dimensions. But what do you say to those people that compare him to Sean Porter?
They bugging. They just judging the swarmer style. They
Yeah,
judge
yeah,
Sean
yeah.
because Sean
So
used the swarmer style, but they don't judge. Sean got it from Aaron Pryor. So Floyd is looking at the Aaron Pryors and the stuff. They not. He's way way more skilled than Sean Porter. Sean Porter not a switch fighter. Sean Porter don't know how to do that style in orthodox and southpaw. So it's like it's two different dimensions, kid, in Sean Porter. I would say y'all should put him more like a throwback fighter with the Aaron Pryor. I would put him more with Aaron Pryor pressure than the Sean Porter pressure. Um, but it is what it is. Sean don't got power like that. So how would they compare Sean, who don't have knockout power like that, who not a switch fighter, who can't? Sean could get pressure, but Sean nothing like Floyd at all. Sean didn't even take risks like this at this early in his career like Floyd.
the one thing I can give to Sean Porter, and this is a high key, a major key, is that he became a world champion. So I always will salute him because of that. He became a world champion. But typically, like you said, man, that era that he came in, it's like they was able to make those fights happen for Sean, and he got blessed to get in there with some of those legends. I can say, like from that time, the Danny Garcias,
Right.
the Adrian Broners, those were the guys he was fighting. But back in his era, I want to say those guys actually fought each other. A lot of them dudes. He fought obviously Earl Spence, and he fought Terrence Crawford. So I can say his resume is stacked, and I can say that he became a world champion. But that's like my shout out to Sean Porter. So shout out Sean Porter, and I just want Floyd to go ahead and get his just due, and that's why this Tevin Farmer fight is big for me because this is the test. I tested him with Shakur too. I did the recap and the analysis, and I said, man, I just want Floyd Schofield to prove us wrong because everybody counted him out against Shakur, and I said, man, if he can prove us wrong, he got a lot of fans that's gonna come with it, and he could fill the seats with those fans. That's like, damn, this little dude. Even if win was a draw, if he was to fight Shakur like a dog and make Shakur get on his bike, start running around, it was going to show that he was the superior fighter. So in this fight with Tevin Farmer, if he get a big knockout, oh man, he gonna get boxing fans from all over the world that's gonna still come up and say, okay, he knocked out a former world champion because Tevin Farmer, then again, he's a world champion. So he has to dethrone him to get the respect of everybody in my mind. And I just want to see the kid prosper. So this is a big, big fight, stepping stone to him. Tell Floyd, put on the glasses, man. I know you got pink eye, but put them
Yeah,
glasses on.
his
Kid.
ass on his side. He moody. He going through it. His eyes puppy. When he, when he not feeling good, he not feeling good. I know to leave him alone when he not feeling good.
So
And
I got another question for you, Floyd. Are
yes,
you all
sir.
looking at any point to circle back to the Shakur fight?
That's real.
Man, listen. People keep saying that. If motherfuckers try to assassinate you because they don't want to fight you, why would you circle back? Like it's a no brainer.
It's still a
If
notable fight. No
motherfuckers,
brainer. I
if
mean, I
motherfuckers,
get what you're saying.
yeah,
I mean,
if
it's a
they
question
and
that
it was
no.
the whole training camp. It was the whole training camp. Cops got called on us, said we was stealing kids, and so 3 in the morning, guns to our head, shit like that. Drugs was planted in the car, all this weird shit, multiple times. So who wanted passport stolen, woman rubbing cream on my like? Who want to go through that for a fight? If y'all that scared to fight, don't fight. So why would we want to circle back to that? They show they don't want to fight. I never dealt with that in boxing. You go to training, you have the match. You don't go through dealing with other bullshit like that. So no, yes, we would love to fight him, but we will fight him here in Texas. We not going to Saudi Arabia or nothing, because motherfuckers ain't gonna be able to touch us like that again. So yeah, if you want to fight, we can fight in Texas, San Antonio, Texas, where they can't do that bullshit that they did in Florida and all that. So that's all I'm saying. Nobody's scared of Shakur. And I'm glad you brought up Shakur. Who the fuck is Shakur? Who did he fight? And I wait for any of y'all to tell me 5 good guys he fought. Tell me 2 A-level guys he fought. Tell me one.
He fought De Los Santos,
And
and
De
De
Los
Los
Santos
Santos
is
had a run.
A-level. And De
I
Los
mean, you
Santos.
know, I would say De Los Santos' opportunity didn't come, and
No,
I'm
you're
not
not
saying
answering
that.
the question, brother. Tell me 2 A-level fighters Shakur fought. Y'all make him seem like he's a Hall of Famer. He just tell me two.
I mean, you're right about what you're saying, right? So just to second that, I feel like De Los Santos gave him some work, but he got on his bike with De Los Santos. Like that was the fight, a real hard hitting fighter that we want to see him
De Los
go to war with. He
De
didn't
Los
go to war
Santos
with him, man.
soft.
You know,
De Los
uh,
Santos soft.
see one
He's
thing he
soft. De Los
showed me.
Santos is soft. De Los Santos came up from a lower weight class. He not no real 135 pounder.
So
So
you don't
Shakur
believe?
brought somebody
So,
from 126 to fight him.
so
And
let's
then that,
switch.
go ahead.
Let's switch the narrative. Keyshawn Davis and De Los Santos. Who you had on that fight?
They wasn't gonna have that fight. This is how they do. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all smoke and mirrors. Listen, before Floyd got attacked like that, it had to be a conspiracy. Motherfuckers knew what they was gonna do and knew they was gonna have a replacement. Keyshawn knew already that he was moving up to 140. I posted the
140.
video where he said, I spoke to Bob and them and they gave me the clearance to go to 140. He knew he wasn't going to fight Mason when he was popping his shit. So
Not
this is
Mason.
smoke and mirrors.
Nah.
This is
Keyshawn and De La
I'm saying
Santos.
Keyshawn and De Los Santos, senior.
Dallas, they was never going to fight. That's what I'm saying. It's like smoke and
Oh,
mirrors.
it was
This is
smoke.
the shit they do. That side of the street. Not every side of the street do that bullshit. But that side of the street do that bullshit. It's smoke and mirrors. Like they make it seem like this guy is one of the greatest ever and haven't fought no damn body. Got 2 bad hands. How the fuck he gonna be a great boxer with 2 bad hands and haven't fought not one person? But y'all say, oh, Shakur, how was Shakur a threat to Kid and he can't even punch? How?
I mean,
How? He's a runner, but he can't run from a switch fighter because a switch fighter could cut the ring off and cut that distance fast as hell. Shakur, no, we've been in the ring with him. He couldn't land more than 4 punches on Floyd. He landed 1 body shot. Floyd ended up still doing 2 rounds with him, like, all right, whatever. And then fought his homeboy 6 rounds. So Shakur ain't no threat like that. Who's Shakur knocking out like that? So don't get
yeah,
caught on the marketing of
he a
top
boxer.
rank.
Sure. Yeah, he a
It's
boxer.
all marketing up top rank. He came into business a loser. He came into business a second place runner up in the Olympics. He never was a winner. So this is who y'all putting. Who y'all gave them whack ass names that he beat? No A-level person. So Shakur ain't a threat to us. That's the only reason I'm saying that. Shakur ain't a threat to us. Mason ain't a threat to us. Who these guys beat? They never been cut. They never been nothing. They never been tested. We already been battle tested. So fuck all of them. Them niggas soft, man. Those are YouTube fighters. The Devins, the Shakurs, they Masons, they YouTube fighters. They got machines behind them. They got Jay Prince, millions of dollars behind them to put marketing. They not fighting nobody. They never will fight nobody. It's a cash grab on that side. That's not for the true boxing fans. That's for
Mm.
the YouTubers. The true boxing fans is rocking with Floyd, Carmelo, motherfuckers that's gonna fight people and really try to earn legacy through earning it, not choosing one. You know, Mason went to get a title shot, but the guy he fought was number 167. How you get a title shot now? You mandatory and jump up to
Yeah,
number 2 from fighting number 167.
that's a money. That's an
That's
easy
crazy.
belt grab. You about to snatch that belt so easy
It's
because the dude is nobody.
politics. It's politics. It's
Yeah,
just politics. Hold on,
yeah.
Floyd said what's up, but it's politics.
What up, Floyd? Yeah, you gotta get in line for them belts.
Don't hold my phone.
Oh, it's good, y'all.
Put your eye like that.
Oh, yeah, I
You
got
know,
this
man.
camera around.
Junior, man, it's a pleasure, man. I was just telling your pops, you know, my bro Elijah Pierce went up there and worked with you. And, you know, we actually respect that on the podcast with y'all boys training. Man, I like your training regimen. You know me, I be in the gym heavy too. And, you know, I get down as far as training a lot of boxers and a lot of different athletes. So I understand your grind, man. It must be genetics, though.
Look at that. Look at that boy. You think Farmer gonna deal with that? Farmer ain't dealing with that power. That man got a long fucking night for him.
Man, the kid continue his grind. He gonna be successful. So I'm almost gonna play the advocate, man. So what's the best opponent that your son has faced on his resume? Since you say who has these guys fought?
Everybody. He got the champions ready for their fights. Everybody. He faced all of them. He faced Devin. He faced Broner. He faced Robert Easton Jr. He faced JoJo Diaz. He faced Sean Porter. The list goes on. Like he got they was champions. This is all a year and 2 years ago. This ain't like far away. So he been getting the champions ready. So all of them, the people that everybody look up to, Floyd got them ready for their fights. They call him into camp to get them prepared.
But you know the real OG's gonna say, man, sparring ain't
That's
fighting, man. Under
bullshit.
the lights, in the
That's
lights.
bullshit.
Hey, he told bro, he said, man, you fighting under the lights or in the gym. Which
That's
one?
bullshit. More people get brain damage from sparring. And people don't realize that the fight is only
That's
36
that's a
minutes.
bar. That's a bar.
But the sparring is 8 weeks. You get 36 minutes, but you got 8 weeks of getting punched by these
Yeah.
dudes. So where they went in with these champions for 36 minutes, we in the champions for 8 weeks. And they not getting the best of us at all. So not only one time did we go in the ring with them, we go in the ring with them plenty of times.
Let me ask you this,
So we
Floyd.
faced all
Who
of
do you
that.
feel in the 135-pound division is most qualified to get in the ring with your son?
Tank.
Tank?
Like I always said, I want to see Floyd and Tank fight, but Tank ain't gonna take the fight. I would have loved to see that fight. Shakur, since they claim me the best, Floyd would dust Shakur.
So
Dust Shakur.
we
Easy.
need to get Tank on the line. Tank, you up next,
Nah,
baby.
Tank ain't gonna take that. Tank got money. Tank and his money ain't gonna retire. That's what this business is about. Tank about to get a huge payday after this one. And he retiring. Tank already said he retiring. He wanna get therapy and he wanna be a great dad. That man got touching almost 100 million. I mean, after the next 2 fights. Why continue to box?
I'm gonna tell you who Floyd should fight, man. He should fight Keyshawn
Keyshawn
Davis.
Davis.
Keyshawn would never fight
Yeah,
us.
man. The young hothead. The young hothead.
Keyshawn would never fight us. We know Keyshawn. Floyd
Well,
sat and
man,
ate with
Keyshawn
Keyshawn
just moved up
family.
to 140.
You said Keyshawn family?
Keyshawn, what I'm saying is we know Keyshawn family, Keyshawn ain't gonna fight Floyd. Anybody in the ring, all of these guys, the boxing community is a small world. And all of them been in the gym with each other. Keyshawn know he don't want Floyd. Keyshawn been said, remember, it's a video out there. He shook hands with Oscar. He said, so you're going to make the fight the end of the year? Oscar said, yeah. When we went to Keyshawn, I said, yo, what's up with the fight? Keyshawn said, no, I'm going somewhere else. You know, so
Yeah, they
Keyshawn
gonna get
is
their bag
never going
up.
to
Yeah.
fight Floyd.
You know, he want to get his money up. He want to take a couple easy fights.
Keyshawn can't beat Floyd. We know, like I said, we've been in the gym with all these people. Keyshawn ain't gonna fight Floyd. Floyd would sleep Keyshawn easy. Keyshawn know that. So it's the difference. People know this. The kid is a knockout artist. That the kid hit hard, and the kid could fight. Keyshawn would never fight us. They could ask
But those
Keyshawn all
fights,
he wants.
but those fights gotta be made for the fans. I'll be honest, man. Like the Keyshawns, the Abdullahs, all these fights, they gotta get made for the fans
No,
because
they don't.
boxing is dying
No,
out.
they don't.
I
No,
mean,
they
you know,
don't.
boxing dying out, man. Would you agree that nobody want to fight? Just like you said, nobody want to fight. So how is the sport of boxing going to thrive?
Gonna thrive, yeah. The best won't fight the best because everybody done spawned before.
Because everybody likes seeing fights. Even back in the day in high school, when they
Exactly.
fight at 3 o'clock, everybody running outside. So boxing would never die. People always let me tell you, boxing is the same thing like back with the gladiators. The Romans still run, Rome still run the United States. So you think they're gonna get rid of their gladiators? That's the only way black men is free. Look at the Jack Johnson who was dating white women and they didn't hang his ass, but they was hanging everybody else. They always loved their warriors. They never gonna get rid of boxing. So people can say that all they want. Boxing been here, boxing ain't going nowhere. And real boxing is coming back. People getting tired of the Floyd
Keep it
Mayweather
real.
shit. That's why they making the ring smaller with the Saudi
Yeah.
people and all this. People getting tired of that bullshit,
Like
watered down boxing shit that
Tom
Mayweather
and
used.
Jerry boxing. He
Right?
said all the Tom and Jerry boxing got to stop. What you
For
think
real,
about
people getting tired of that.
You said you second that? What
No,
Tevin said?
I said people getting tired of that. Yeah, I second that. But that day is coming where motherfuckers gonna have to really fight. People paying a lot of money. They ain't gonna have a lot of money and they giving you 7 figures. Boxers never been paid like they getting paid now.
So
Seven
I got
figures
another
for
question.
prospects.
See, give me
Huh?
your take on this Canelo and Crawford fight. And how do you see that fight going?
I don't even see that fight. That like I don't even look at that shit. Because it all depends. See, boxing, I'm sorry. I try to be as honest as I could be with y'all people. Boxing is about betting. It's people behind the scenes. It's a lot of politics. It's a lot of
Yeah,
politics,
for
brother.
sure.
To the point, even remember when the mob used to run in and tell people what round to go down in? Shit didn't
Yeah,
stop.
for sure.
Motherfuckers were
Right,
power, huh?
but politics aside, right? Fighter for fighter, pound for pound. Is it Bud or is it Canelo in your eyes?
You never know. This is boxing. Canelo
I
could
know we
crack
never
and
know, but we gotta pick somebody. We can't
He
he
ain't got no
can't
I
stick
don't
a
even
draw in
really
the
care
middle.
about
he
that
ain't got
fight because
picks, man. Floyd ain't got that.
I don't have no picks on that because the people of power is not the people that's getting in the ring. The people that's gonna dictate the end of that fight ain't the people that's getting in the ring. And that's what I'm trying to say, but I don't know if y'all reading between the lines. I
I hear
brought
you
up
loud and
how
clear.
Bob used to run what round to go down in. That shit didn't change. And that's what we learned in Saudi Arabia. You're gonna agree to go down whatever you get, or they're gonna erase your ass. So I don't know which one gonna go down, but I know I ain't betting because you never know which way they want it to go. So it is what it is. It's a bet. And boxing makes a lot of money off of bets. Y'all can say
Yeah,
somebody
for sure.
paid these fighters a lot of money. Yeah, they might have paid at the end of the day that card 15,000, but off the betting they making about 100. I mean, they might have paid about 15 million, 20 million, 30 million, but on the bets they making 150 million.
Correct.
So
Big
it's a bunch of
factor.
smoke
More
and
about the gambling
mirrors.
than it is anything else. That's what controls it.
So it ain't boxing no more. It ain't like it used to be where motherfuckers where they really wanted to see who was the best. That ain't how it is. It's who could they use to market to make the most money. That's who they're
Right.
gonna allow to win.
It's the
That's
numbers game.
all this is now. Yeah. It's a numbers game. It ain't too many boxers that's really going out there and grinding on that level where people giving them $60 million. Nah, they got a boss. The boss is gonna tell them what to do for that $60 million.
Right.
So we gonna switch back to Floyd Jr. And I just want to tap back in with him and see how's his weight going. That's one thing I want to figure out. Is he already on weight, or he still got a couple more pounds to shed?
Look, Floyd is always around weight. Floyd never had a problem with weight ever. His
Yeah, because
weight, Floyd
he's
come in
sitting
and
on
step
all
on
that
that,
muscle. He's sitting on
huh?
all that muscle, man.
But that's easy. Muscle hold water. The body is 80, 90% water. So if you're gonna drain the water before you step into pounds, where you think they're gonna come from? The bone or the muscle. So because he got muscle, that just means he got more that he could drain from to make weight and high back up to. People don't understand muscle. They don't understand the science of boxing. The muscle ain't what slow you down. It's the carbohydrates that's in the body, not the muscle. The muscle might burn a little more, but it is what it is. So nah, kid is on weight. Kid ain't worried about that. Kid never missed the weight. Kid always come in 133, not even like he's struggling with weight. So people be bugging. That boy, and then with the Shakur fight, they made it where we had to step on the scale every week. And we couldn't step on the scale just what weight we wanted to be. We had to step on the scale with weights they wanted us to be. We didn't have no problem. Every time Floyd would step on that scale under. Even the day before the other event, he was 130, 137 when he stepped on the scale before they poisoned him. And then they try to make it weight problem. We never had a weight problem. Never will have a weight problem. He too disciplined. He got nutritionists. He got a lot of skilled professionals that help him make that weight. He get his meal preps every day. He don't. I mean, he's so disciplined. He's so professional. So weight is not a problem for us. Kid is gonna hold that weight for another year, easy.
Yeah, that's gonna be big for him to get that world title shot, and he gotta hold it and retain it that weight just to campaign. So you get a lot of guys who miss weight, and they don't want to pay the sanctioning fees. Like a lot of those guys, we can say Keyshawn, just to put a name on it. We knew he didn't want to pay them sanctioning fees, so a lot of that was like a chess move, but then it ended up backfiring. Do you think his career got ruined, or all publicity is good publicity? Like I said.
None of these. I mean, these guys are making money off of fighting nobody. I mean, so I don't know what to say. Their careers is amazing. That's what they do. They talk shit. They don't fight nobody, and they make a lot of money. And they make a lot of money. So that's their thing. So it's working for him. I mean, from day one, Keyshawn always been Keyshawn since I knew him as a kid. He's always been the same Keyshawn with his big ass fucking mouth, all his ego. Even when he lose, his ass still pop shit like he won. So I mean, even in the amateurs, you know how many fights I watched Keyshawn lose? And he still had the same attitude. Said that's Keyshawn. It ain't nothing gonna change. He's gonna
Yeah,
pop shit after we whip his ass. He's gonna act like he was the best in that fight, even after he get his ass whipped. So
Man, he better go back and
that's
fight
Keyshawn.
right, man. That's the box seller because everybody knows the story. Y'all went jumping, and then everything around that fight with him testing positive for marijuana, and then they said a no contest. I think he should go ahead and do a rematch with Albright back in VA or Philly, and that would be one of the biggest
Wow,
fights
he gonna
of his
lose
career
again.
because everybody knows the story and it broke headline amongst boxing fans. They would love to see you revenge your brother's loss
He's
with
gonna
all.
lose
That's
again.
me as a matchmaker. I was matchmaking.
He's not gonna do that. He's not gonna do that. I mean, he's not gonna do that. They weird. He's raised by a mom. Nothing wrong with that. He's not raised by a
Yeah.
dad. So his thing, you got to think more of on an emotional tip. That's why he jumped on them boys. He was raised by a mom. They deal with emotions. Women deal with emotions. He didn't have a man there that teach him to deal with logic. He dealt with his emotions, and because he's with a mom. So with that being done, he's not gonna be able to beat a real boxer, man. A man's mind is totally different from a woman's mind. And then on top of that, Keyshawn, most of his life was trained by a woman coach. She was an Olympic coach. I don't know why he's still not with her, but that's the one who taught him most of his career. So most of his career, he dealt with emotions and women. And so when he get in that ring with a man, he's not gonna be able to deal with that shit. The emotion's gonna come out. He's gonna throw elbows. He's gonna push. He's gonna fight in the back of the goddamn thing. So Keyshawn is Keyshawn, but that's the way he always been. Emotional, a little bit feminine, and not gay, but raised by a mom, feminine traits. It is
Man,
what it is.
you know him better than me, so that's why I'm just listening because I don't know him personally. So I'm taking your word for everything you saying based on the kid. I don't think you would badmouth him like that.
I'm not bad
Yeah,
mouthing him now, telling the truth. It
right,
is what it
right.
is. He was raised by mom.
Yeah, I still got to salute Keyshawn. Big up to his career. He my two up, two down homie. So
I ain't
I
bigging up
love what
his
he's doing
career
in the
after he
sport.
fucked up. How you gonna big him up after he fucked up like that? He fucked up the bag on some ignorance. You can't big him up on
He
that.
might have fucked
You
up,
say he
but
fucked
hey, he
up.
got some growing to do. I done seen plenty of fighters in the boxing game have some growing to do. So all I can tell him is grow from that experience. Unfortunately, yeah, he might have made a mistake. But guess what? AI made a mistake. Mike Vick made a mistake.
Right,
So
right.
all my two up, two down homies, they made mistakes. And all you know what we do? We come back from it. We grow from it. So
I
I
totally
still got
agree with you
Hey,
there.
shout out to the look
myself. I made mistakes.
businessman. Handle
Business,
business,
baby.
man.
Get back on your grind. Redeem yourself. That's all you got to do. It's nothing. It's never too late. All is not lost.
I
Grow from
guess
that.
so. I say he lost a lot. He lost a big chunk when it comes to the corporate world. because it's more than boxing. It's corporations behind you backing his money. And
Oh
when
yeah, absolutely.
you
Like
show
I
that
said, he had
nigga
the
side,
machine behind him and he fumbled.
you show that nigga side, you know, they now them white folk like,
Yeah,
hold up, and we're gonna invest these 6, 7 figures now into this. You see this nigga Snap over here. Remember, people forget he damn near destroyed his fucking career. He got a lot of work to do. He
he
had this
do,
fucking arena.
absolutely.
Do you know the lawsuit this arena gonna possibly get? So
Oh
he
yeah,
not
that's
only
part of
fucked
the
up the
game.
bag, huh?
That's part of it. Yeah,
That
you
ain't
do
a part of
do
it. When you're
things.
dealing with white folk and you're a
Yeah,
businessman, you don't go
there's
throw no punches
consequences.
in their facility and get them sued. These are your partners. They open up. You can fight in the arena. You can't do that to these motherfuckers and then think things is cool. Now they're gonna have to pay out of your pocket because you couldn't handle your brother losing.
Yeah,
He got bigger
I get it.
problems than
It's,
he got
it's
bigger
bigger than
problems than
emotion.
then him not making weight. Then him not making weight, he got to pay that promoter back all that money they spent for that show. Every dime since he didn't make his weight. So not only is he gonna get sued by this dude, he's gonna get sued by this place and probably get sued by the arena. So his career, he got a lot to do. Now he done fucked himself up. So you can't big up. That ain't no business. I don't want kids to ever think that's business to lose everything you building from a
That's a
stupid
fact.
decision
He need to,
because
yeah,
you're emotional. So
yeah.
anyway, Keyshawn would never beat us because we would make him emotional in that ring, and he'll make a huge mistake and get knocked out. He too emotional.
Yeah,
It is what
he's
it is.
basically around the team. You know, he's in the team of like guys who are following the business protocol, like the Terrence Crawfords and Bomac. So that's why Terrence Crawford apologized and was kind of like, let me go ahead and try to clean it up for him. But he's in like a camp where it's representation. You got to then there hold it down because, like you said, your counterparts like Terrence Crawford, who at the top of the game right now, man, you in the same arenas as him. Y'all, it's like you like a representation of him. So therefore, a lot of them brothers is everybody like, damn man, he did fuck up the bag.
Yeah,
But
he
it's
fucked
more
it up.
so they whole little team, Shakur, they in the whole little team. So I want to say this, man, before we get off. I want to say this. So for you being a coach and getting to the top, have you ever considered being like the coach of the year? Does that make you feel like it's something you want to accomplish? Like how I say Brian Bomac McIntyre, I had brought him up. And now I'm saying with you, do you ever see yourself getting to the top where you can say, man, I really want the coach of the year spot? Have you ever strive for that? Or you just be like, man, I'm going to hold it down and do what I do?
Nah, because I'm gonna show the world I'm the greatest boxing coach of all time through my son. So I don't need that. I don't need their credentials. It's gonna show at the end of our career that I'm the greatest boxer coach of all time, and my son is the greatest boxer of all time. What we stated. So they could keep their medal. All that is politics. Them giving you that shit. I don't need that shit. I don't need none of it at
You don't
all.
need the accolades, is
No,
what
I
you're saying.
don't need that. All we want to do is 3-time undisputed, 135, 140, 147, and get our family out the hood. They could keep all the recognition. They could keep that for somebody else. That don't matter to us. Like really, Floyd brother just got murdered like a year ago. Shot
Man,
5 times in front of
condolences,
the mom. Like we got
condolences.
real family on the line. We're not thinking about coach of the year. We thinking about rescuing our family before, anything else happened to our family members. So, you know, that's where we
Yeah,
at with it.
but that's what's up, man. And you know, like I always say, man, it's good talking because I like to ask questions that people never ask you. Like, you know, some cats come on here with
Yeah.
questions. Some cats, you know, they want to put points on the board or they do it for the love or they don't, they do it for money. So me, I always like to just put that out there. But you always seem like you're a genuine dude. Me personally, I appreciate you just for
Yeah,
even
always.
on you coming on to the show. You could have said, nah, we ain't camp, we don't want to talk to nobody. But you already opened the door for us, so it's always gonna be respect whenever I see you. And Floyd Schofield, man, he always been one of the dudes on the radar. I ain't never bad talked the kid because I always seen his work ethic, and I'm like, yeah, he's one of them ones where he's still an old school fighter in my mind because he get down and dirty with the scars and cuts, and he don't let that affect him. He continues
Right.
to he not soft like a lot of these fighters that they seem soft to me. Floyd always got the he's a quiet dude, but that's the killers. A lot of the dudes like they real meek, you know what I'm saying? But they a killer too. So that's why I always respect him. And I'll let you do the talking. You don't want to.
No, I want the people to tune in. I believe this is the
Yeah,
first
for
fight they're
sure.
gonna actually see the real Kid Austin. Like when they judged his last fight, he got knocked out. Floyd was not listening that whole goddamn camp. He was having sex. He was eating wrong. That was the worst camp
Yeah,
ever
that baby.
because
Look.
he was in that phase feeling himself. So now it knocked him back down to know it's not a game. So people gonna really see Kid Austin how he really fight. Like Kid can fight. He can fight. Kid don't get hit unless he
He's a
want to get
scrap.
hit. He
He's a
said
scrap.
that'd get boring. He said it get boring in there. He like it get boring in there making the miss. And so Kid going in like the last fight, he wanna feel the punches. That's what he told people. I want to feel the punches. I want to feel the blood. But that's Kid. Like if Kid won a box, I'm telling y'all, Shakur could not land. Him and Shakur spar 4 rounds. Shakur land 4 punches in 4 rounds. Like literally, Kid is better. Tevin couldn't even touch him. Kid is better than all of them defensive wise. And people could judge what they want, but I bet you them champions don't lie and say that he not. So
That's
it is
right.
what it is. Y'all gonna see the best out of. They say Tevin gonna school Kid. I guarantee y'all, Kid school Tevin. I guarantee y'all. So I want to see people. Then I guarantee y'all, people gonna say, "Oh, Tevin was washed up. He got in there. He was washed up." He look. I'm telling y'all what they're gonna do because Kid gonna beat him so easy, so easy.
I mean,
Watch,
he's
and
coming
then they're
off a
gonna try to
loss.
call. But
He coming off a
Kid
loss.
is calling shit. He
That's the
coming off three
confidence level.
losses.
You said what?
He coming off 3 losses.
That's what I'm saying. He coming, but they was close fights. Let me double back and still give Tevin his props. One of them to pay the fights, I thought he won. So
Yeah,
let's
me
not
too.
he ain't win one of them fights. But like you say, politics. So I let that shit slide. With the boxing politics, Golden Boy, a couple of them cats is backing them. Don't want to see that because they know they can lines are paid up for a big fight with Shakur like they're doing. So I know a lot of the stuff that you
Now
say
you're
too.
getting it.
I'm already up here with it, and I'm a triple OG too, man. I ain't gonna get my age on here, but I ain't gonna.
Now you catching it. You got it. You got it.
I don't want to hold you. I just want to ask you one question, man. Who's your top fighter in the world, dead or alive? Who's your number one and number two?
Crawford.
Oh, look
I
at
like
me.
I
That's
like
what
the
you
challenge.
got. You
I
got
like the
Crawford,
challenges
man. But I want to
because
say that, motherfucker. And now we got it out of you, man. You got Crawford over Canelo.
no, Crawford always been one of my favorite fighters. I like him personally, like knowing him, like he's a real fighter. Like he wanted to
Yeah,
do
he
the
is.
undisputed and multiple. He got the same goal as Floyd. They got the same mind, undisputed in all these divisions, challenging himself to make legacy. And that's what he always stood on. He didn't care about the money. He just cared on making legacy. That's why I like Crawford. I like Crawford since day one. I always told people I used to like Shakur, but Shakur, I mean, Shakur used to be good. He used to be good to me. Um, but now I guess being spoiled and having sat in cheats, he became soft. He used to want something out of life when I knew him as a kid when he used to take all these photos with Floyd. At every event, he'll take photos with Floyd. Like they knew each other before they became sparring partners. But Shakur changed. Money changed him. He became a different individual than I knew. So
Absolutely.
hopefully he'll
That
fight us
happens
one
a lot,
day.
in this sport.
Yeah, people change in this sport. But anyway, we got next week. Tune in. This is gonna be good. Win, lose, or
Yeah.
draw. We're gonna learn and we're gonna love it. So we
And
gotta
that's
get
what I'm
ready.
going to say here. And I appreciate you once again signing out with the
All right.
coach, the manager, the promoter, Floyd
Yes.
Schofield Sr. We appreciate you, man. Signing out from the Facing Boxing Podcast TV. Y'all seen it, heard it live.
Thank you.
Salute. Signing out.
All right, y'all. So y'all gonna be down there. So y'all gonna get that exclusive after the fight, right? That's what a
Absolutely.
lot of them said. All right. So I'll see y'all later. I gotta get ready to eat. I just wanted to jump on for y'all. I see y'all
For
at the
sure.
fight.
It
So I'll see y'all
was a pleasure,
exclusive.
OG.
All right. Talk to y'all
Thank
later.
you, man.
All right. Peace.